You know how some of the best thoughts occur while taking a shower? Well, just over a year ago, I released a video of doing just that, and that video did pretty well. But not just that, but the thoughts keep coming. So it was inevitable that there was going to be a sequel. So come, join me in the shower, and I will share my thoughts with you. Still thought I'd be wearing nothing, did you? My oh my, you're a thirsty creature. Anyway, let's begin. You know when you first turn the shower on and the water is really cold? Oh, well, at least this is VRChat, so we won't have to worry about that. A growing number of furries have been referring to me as daddy recently. As delighted as I am to be viewed as a father figure, I just don't want to take over the support payments. Honestly, I don't know how to remove air from an inflation fur without leaving them feeling let down. I'm no diaper fur, but I think wearing a diaper would be a great contingency strategy when standing in line at the MFF registration, just in case you can't hold it long enough before getting to the front of that line. Okay, so picture this. You're at home and you invited a friend over for dinner, right? You really like them as a friend, and you're not sure whether they want dessert afterward. Want to make sure they're friend zoned without actually saying it? Serve them chili. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Tell me, what do you see? Do these look like windows? Are they triple pane? Are there layers of argon gas inside to reduce heat transfer and condensation? I suppose my eyelids are the blinds. Over time in VRChat, I noticed that I have to change the batteries in my right-hand controller much more frequently. I guess I've been using my right hand far more than my left. Have you ever rode in a hot air balloon and thought to yourself, man, it would be great if I could take Karen's head, put it inside that balloon so that all that hot air spewing out of her mouth could be put to good use for once? In the fandom, I find you have to be very careful with the use of language in the most peculiar ways. Imagine you're giving a toast at a furry dinner party, okay? You can't end it by saying bottoms up, because then the event will turn risque very fast. Furries are the only demographic in the entire world that universally views being handcuffed as a positive thing. I remember when growing up, I would hear sauce names like miso, unagi, and teriyaki, right? So when I first heard the word karaoke, I assumed it was just another Japanese sauce. Beauty before age, or age before beauty. I can never remember which way it goes, but in either instance, they both sound insulting. First, beauty before age insinuates that looks matter more than your level of time-tested wisdom or experience, therefore prioritizing superficial standards over common sense. Whereas age before beauty, well, that implies judging someone sheerly by their age and not by how they look, which makes me, at the age of 36, feel pretty old and fugly. The English language is funny sometimes. The pronunciation of some innocuous words ironically sound dangerously close to other words which are very frowned upon nowadays. Which is why I'm very careful when I pronounce words like vinegar. Vinegar. Have you ever tried stealing a chicken nugget from a toddler? Don't. Just please don't. In the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Dragonborn has a Thuum ability, or a shout, a powerful vocal weapon used to conquer and control their enemies. You know who else has that same ability? Toddlers. Okay, speed round. Johnny Cash, amazing artist, rest his soul. His song, Ring of Fire, reminds me of my lactose intolerance. What do you call a wolf who's submissive? A subwoofer. What do you call raging fluff dragons? Angry birds. Where the hell are you now? Oh, there you are. What do you call a sketch art piece made by a rooster? A cockadoodle. And to cap off the speed round, I think walruses make wonderful business entrepreneurs because they really know how to seal the deal. If a couple has a child in mid-November, then in most cases, it's reasonable to assume that their Valentine's Day went pretty well. You know, back in my teens, I used to start saying phrases like, "I love you more than I love cake." It wasn't until over 15 years later that I realized cake has multiple meanings. Oh, so you mean to tell me that there's a bar of soap on the floor? I know you're lying because the bottles of body wash have taken over. Speaking of body wash, don't leave those bottles on the floor because if you slip and fall back, well... Daylight savings time began here a short while ago. I tried so hard not to lose sleep over it. Once in a while, I hear remarks about how difficult it is rinsing conditioner out of your hair. You're telling me, imagine rinsing it out of all of this. I mean, every application of that stuff requires a whole bottle. It's like being slimed. The things we wolves go through to feel as soft as a kitten. So we've all heard the saying, stir up some drama, right? Why does it have to be stir? Why can't we just, gently fold in the drama so that everything else can remain nice and fluffy? If this is to be my second Wolf Thoughts in a Shower video, I think it would have been really symbolic for there to be two wolves in the shower, not just myself. I guess if I'm going to do a third video like this, then there better be two wolves in here with me. Any volunteers? Well, that was another fun little shower. I hope you enjoyed that, hearing all the crap that had to spill out of my brain. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!